Those fragging idiots. Why'd they try to kill something when they don't have all the answers? A few dead kids and all sense and reasoning disappears. Guess humans just need to pin this on something. But to go after Wendigo? That's insanity. The creature will shred them apart before they blink. Considering what they've done to other animals, it's their own problem. Yeah, and I just happen to be running in the right direction by coincidence. Curse my conscience.
500 meters away, a nightmare is occurring. Led by the town tracker, 6 men attempted to hunt and eliminate the creature that has been killing their children. Before they could get a jump, nerves got the better part of one of the posse. A shot was fired. Like any animal backed into a corner, this Wendigo means to defend itself, to the death. These men had no idea what this creature was, or even if it truly existed, but the attempt to protect their own species may very well be the last thing they do. With a bullet in its belly, the monster carves a path through the hunters. It has been hunted long enough. The forest is its home, a place of safety, but recently, that has been shattered. The sound of motors and guns and men have disturbed the natural way of things. Forest creatures have dealt with enough. Wendigo will bring about its own sense of order. The posse is smart enough to leave the ruler of this jungle alone. They can't pay me enough. No way I'm gonna die for some godforsaken monster. We gotta tell the inspector. Hey, where's Eddie? Did that chicken get a head start already? He'd better not have taken the wagon.
Wendigo.
Go ahead and kill me. See if it takes you as long to slaughter a man instead of children. The creature just stares. Finally, it raises its arm for the death blow. At that moment, Eddie is gripped by fear. In the back of his mind, he thinks this is what the children went through too. Suddenly, like some wild banshee, Wolverine strikes. Broken glass being dragged across sheet metal best describes the sound he makes. Whether it's for bravado or instinctive, the noise accomplishes its purpose, to distract and to save.
Keep your head down, bub. I'm gonna state the obvious here. I think you should leave. Now.
Yes, sir, right away, sir.
Those Mounties are such a polite lot. Won't pop my claws. This whole situation ain't Wendigo's fault. I'll just keep on the defensive until the hunters are all gone. Of course, Wendy doesn't know I'm being so charitable. This'll make things a bit more challenging.
Come on, Peter, wake up. We got a story. Some cops are back in town. They said they met the Bigfoot. Jeez, what time is it? Who cares? We're on to something big here. It'll take 20 minutes just to drive to Hope, so hurry it up. This could be the break we need. Someone other than that Vancouver reporter who can verify this creature. Plus, we know what side of the mountain he's on. The thing doesn't have a chance. Say, I didn't know they made Felix boxer shorts. Melvin, I'll see if I can't find you a clean pair. Come on in and sit down. I'll be ready in a minute. That Melvin, what a jerk. To tell you the truth, Melvin, I'm getting tired of this story. I didn't realize it would drag on this long. Plus all the information that's being linked out is just complicating things even further. Peter, if we can befriend one of those injured cops, there's a chance we can all go home soon and have a great story, too. I think I see him up ahead.
Lovely. Wendigo's inserting himself too much. He can't afford to lose more blood. Bullet must have hit an artery. If he doesn't stop fighting, he's gonna be in serious trouble. Not that I'm enjoying this. Ah, no. Not again. Come on, Wolvie. Do us both a favor and end this. Then get into town and find an ally. Let them know what I found out here. Everyone's on a wild goose chase.
What'd it look like?
How big was
Did
it?
you find any
There
other
are more
kids?
of them.
Was there a stack
Why
of
are y'all
bodies?
still alive?
Tell us what happened.
Was anyone killed?
Okay, big fella. Guess it's time to join you at your level. Costume was bugging me. I need to be as free as possible. See how it reacts to something as savage. As animalistic. As wild as itself. I drag my scream out for 30 seconds, and then I just stare at Wendy. He won't look at me. Never had a showdown before. Don't think he likes it. Not my problem. Maybe he's lost too much blood. Maybe he's just had enough of us stinking humans. Whatever the reason is, he just leaves. I've got to get to town and straighten this mess up. Been too many innocent deaths already. On both sides.
Melvin, I'm heading over to the police station. I can't believe they just let those officers run off at the mouth without any kind of debriefing. Then I'm going to find Miss Brooks and see if she has any leads. I'll catch up with you tomorrow back at the hotel. Sounds good. I've got the address to the tracker who took these guys out to the mountain. Maybe he'll be useful. Peter, see if you can find out when the new forensic report will be back from Vancouver.
Yo, Spidey. I think I could use a bit of your help.
What did you say?
You heard me, boy. I've got a slight problem with this Wendigo fella. I think you can help. Meet me half a mile due north of town in a couple of hours. You'll get some answers then. I disappear into the night. Believe me, I'm just as surprised with his presence as he is with mine.
2 hours later. I don't know what's going on here, but it's time to find out. That stranger's voice sounded familiar. He didn't set my spider sense off, so I've got that going for me. I'll have to go into the police station tomorrow morning, then meet Melvin to see what he found out. You know, Peter, you don't need these complications in your life. It's hard enough trying to figure out who this Wendigo mess is without worrying about some night-prowling stranger. On the other hand, what other good-looking superhero is in town? So, got that going for me, too. Fortunately, that stranger called Peter Parker Spider-Man, which is a problem. 3,000 miles from New York, and some guy in Canada knows my identity? Doesn't make sense. I don't know anyone in British Columbia. Heck, I hardly know anyone in Canada, period. Mary Jane and the people at the Bugle are the only ones who know I'm here. More questions. That's all I need. Certainly not in any mood to go through any meaningless attacks like I did with that Craven witch last month. She was something freaky. Heck, all the villains are freaks. And I'll know if I'm dealing with another in about 10 seconds. Clearing is below. Might as well make this dramatic. Never fear, Spidey's here, in his underwear.
Real mature, schoolboy.
Wolverine!
You'd be face down right now if I were the bad guy. You didn't know if I were friend or foe. Why would you give me an edge? A fool who signals an enemy isn't long for this world.
Yeah. Thanks for the lecture, Pops. I'll have the car home by 11. What's your problem? I've been in this business longer than you. My spider sense told me you weren't hostile, so I thought I'd have a little fun. Speaking of which, why the old yellow and blue suit? You got a reunion to attend after?
A couple seams came loose on the other one, so I wanted to put on something that reminded me of a time I didn't know you.
Oh, he made a funny. I think this guy has some potential.
You never stop, do you?
Nah. Besides, it keeps me young. So what brings you here? Can't be the crowds or the hype.
It's the killings. The thought of dead animals, especially dead children, sickens me. I've seen my fair share of sick situations, but this one's contagious. Those fraggin' hunters are determined to kill everything until they get it right. And unfortunately, I can't stop them all. Which is where you come in.
Great. Now I'm supposed to stop the hunters. Unless we forget the RCMP, the environmentalists, and the reporters. Facts, buddy. I've got to have something solid.
Ah, shut up, kid. I don't want you mowing them down. Just remove their motivation. Let them know their target's in town. Just keep them out of the forest. Listen, I've got 100 innocent animals slaughtered out in the forest by some hyperactive weenies. They think Bigfoot killed the boys. I say he didn't. I went to the road where the first boy was found, where the reporter first saw our Bigfoot. The smells told me that it was a Wendigo that carried the boy there. I followed the trail to where the boy had been buried. The stench of a human adult was still evident. The Wendigo didn't kill that boy. He just happened to stumble upon the body. To verify my suspicions, I went to the field where they found the second boy, Billy Rice. You know what my senses said? No trace of Wendigo anywhere. Only smell of that same human adult, and dogs. So I went back into the forest to track down the Wendigo. Before I found him, I came across a couple of his kills. Both were deer, no human flesh, ever near. My problem, the hunters continue to kill the animals. That will not continue.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me that those 2 dead boys have nothing to do with Wendigo? Whew. That is a problem. We've got an entire town believing that a 7-foot monster is going to snatch their kids and drag them into the dark. And with the media blowing this thing way out of proportion, I can hardly blame them. I tell you, Wolvie, from my media experience, once the wheels of propaganda have been set in motion, reality becomes a moot point. Plus, Anna Brooks, the reporter that cracked this story, tells me someone is leaking information that adds fuel to the fire. If these people want a Bigfoot, they'll get a Bigfoot. It's the only way they'll feel safe again. And I've got to admit, 6 officers getting attacked by a Wendigo doesn't help any.
They attacked him. Do you understand? He didn't provoke anything. They hunted him. And when he was shot, he did what any injured animal would do. He defended himself. It's not his problem the cops are so easily scared. But we're getting off the point. The hunters, the RCMP, they're armed. They can shoot back. It's the innocent animals I'm concerned about, and the kids that you should be worried about. Time to make a choice.
But I'm in like Flynn.
Okay, then let's go catch us a murderer.
Hey guys, if you liked this video, please give it a like and a comment. It really helps the channel and I love to read through them. And subscribe so you can keep up with all the uploads. Also, please consider becoming a Patreon. The support helps me make more time to make more videos and upload more often. The link is in the description. If a monthly donation doesn't suit your interest, consider giving a one-time tip to my PayPal. Link is also in the description. Thank you for watching. Till the next time.